host, Jim Dandy, and today we are continuing working with the Resistance band, but it's going to be legs, so let's get started. Alright, as always we're going to start with a nice warm-up, just kind of slide back and forth. I like to engage those arms a little bit, get a full body workout. It helps get that heart rate going too. We're going to add a grapevine to that. Just kind of take it to the side. Take it up and take it back. Alright, now we're gonna bring those knees up. Try and get them as high up as you can toward the chest.
All the people wanna go with desire, like the streaming river, fish in the ocean. Stay away, never come under fire. They will never ever show emotion.
Alright, now we're gonna kind of step it up and out. Really wake up that kind of inner thigh area. And if you want, you can kind of take those shoulders with you and really help get that heart rate going. Alright, now we're going to kick it back. You can kind of slide it back and forth if you want as you go. And I'm going to take those elbows back with me, work that back, upper back a little bit. Hands at the hip. We're going to come down into a nice simple squat. Remember, you're going straight up and down. You're not leaning forward or leaning back. Now bring those legs together. We're going to come down on the pulse. Almost like you're taking a seat, but you're not sitting down. Now we're gonna kind of turn to the side a little bit and back. Step it out. Lateral squat. Come to the side so you can get a better look. Again, it's just straight up and down. Alright, switch sides. This time left leg goes forward, and again it's just straight up and down. Don't worry about getting too low, just really focus on the form and getting a good stretch. don't know about you, but my legs are screaming. I'm ready to go. We're gonna grab our tubes now. We're gonna come down. And if you want, make it a little harder, which I do. You're gonna fold that band in half to give you a little more resistance. And I'm gonna come just below the knee here. And we're gonna tie that together. There we go. Now we're gonna start kind of like we did in the beginning with the slide, but now you've got that band to give you some resistance. You're gonna really feel it through here, because you wanna keep that leg nice and straight as you come across. We're not bending the knee. So you're really pulling into those outer glute, upper thigh. Alright, now we're going to stay in place. And we're just going to pull that left leg out straight to the side. You're going to feel a little there. But as you're using this leg to hold up the weight of your body, you're really getting a good stretch throughout that leg all the way down. Now if you want, you can hold on to something for balance or keep that arm out to the side to kind of help you from falling over. Oh, and release. Woo! Other side. When we do to one side, we always do the other. Nice and straight. Again, you need that arm out for balance. That's fine. I surely do. And that right leg comes straight up. Both legs are nice and straight. And release. Woo! All right. I'm gonna come down. A little bit of a forward fold. Just kind of stretch out a little bit before we move on. Okay, I'm going to bring that band down a little lower this time. And we're going to step out to the side. This time it's a two-step. You're going to feel it again in those glutes some, and we're getting a little deeper into those leg muscles. Nice. Turn to the side now so you can kind of see what I'm doing. Now we're kicking that leg back. Leg is nice and straight, but you're just coming as far back as you can. And the left leg stays nice and straight forward. Try to stand straight if you can. If you need to lean forward a little bit, that's fine. And again, it's just that nice 2 count. Getting nice deep breaths, good oxygen into those muscle groups. And release. Other side. Again, right leg is nice and straight. We're standing tall. Left leg stays straight and we come back. This isn't a pulse. We're doing a nice 2 count. Get as high as you can. And keep that muscle nice and tense until you release all the way at the bottom. Nice. Alright, now we're going to move into those knee lifts again. But I'm going to bring that band up a little higher now. We're working on the knee, around the knee, so we need that resistance up here. And we're going to alternate. Remember, bring that knee nice and high. Get it as high up to the chest as you can. You're standing nice and tall, shoulders back, good posture. We're starting to work those quads a little bit. We're working those thighs. You're going to feel it a little bit in the glutes still. And release. Nice. All right, now we're going to start with the right leg. Left leg is straight, and we're going to bend that right leg, and we're going to come up into a nice pulse, and we're just going to pulse it up. Again, you're going to feel it some here, but this leg's doing a lot of work, so we're really going to feel it in the left leg because it's holding up the weight of our body, essentially. And release. Woo. Other side. This time the right leg is nice and straight. It's holding us up. We're going to come up onto that left knee. And we're just going to come nice and high, and it's a pulse upward. And release. Nice. All right. Now we're going to go back into that kind of outward motion. So it's a knee lift and then it's out and down. We're working that inner thigh now. You can take this one a little slower if you need to. You want to make sure you get a full rotation of that muscle group. We want to stretch all the right muscles here. We want that form to be right. Sometimes when you're exercising, it's a marathon, not a sprint. It's not about how fast you can go. It's about getting it right. And release. Nice. Now I'm sure you know it's coming. Left leg stays straight. Right comes up. If you need to adjust the bands a little bit, you can. Now we're going to come up, we're going to come out. Now if you have trouble with balance, you may want to go to a wall or somewhere you can hold yourself up. Or you can skip this altogether if you want and just go a little longer on the previous exercise. But we're going to come up, we're going to come out. It's going to stay out. And if you need to, you can kind of use your hand. I'm going to come to the wall just to make this a little easier. And then you're just going to pulse outward. You're going to keep that inner thigh open. You can also rest your foot on the side of your leg. As long as you go below the knee, you don't want to rest it on the knee because you can risk injury to that knee. And you're just going to pulse back. You're going to bring that knee toward the back of the room. And you're going to really feel it deep in here. And release. Woo! Guys, I'm feeling it. We're so close though. Other side now. I'll just hold on to here. And it's all the way out. And you just pulse back. Again, if you want to use your hand to help, that's fine. Just make sure you're not pushing with the hand too hard, because then you're not getting a good workout there on the inner thigh. kind of stretch things out a little. Alright, now I'm going to let that band come down below the knee again. And we're going to move into some squats now. I'm going to, just a couple feet apart, not too wide. And we're going to start just a simple up and down. But you're getting a little resistance from that band, so it makes it a little harder as you pull yourself back up, because you're keeping those legs in retention. Now we're going to come down, pulse, pulse, and then back up. Remember, you're nice and tall. We're not leaning forward, we're not leaning backward. The upper half of the body is nice and tall. We're just bending at the waist. Almost there, guys. Release. Nice. Alright, now we're going to widen it just a little more. Don't try and overdo it. If you overstretch the band, you can risk injuring yourself. Now we're going to move into a bit of a sumo squat. So we're going to come down, and as you come up, you're going to kind of push outward a little bit. I like to engage the arms when I'm doing a sumo squat. Which is kind of how I'm used to doing it. Feel free to tighten that core a little bit as well as you're pulling yourself back up. It never hurts to keep that core engaged. Alright guys, we're so close. And release. Woo! Alright. Now we're going to move into some lateral squats. Let that band come down a little lower. You're going to need it so you have room to spread out. Again, as far as you can go without overextending the band, because you don't want to risk injury by overextending the band. Right leg is front and center. If you want, you can come on the tippy toes of that back leg, or just kind of like that. You don't want to be all the way down on that heel. And again, it's just a straight up and down. From the waist up, we're nice and tall. We're not leaning forward or leaning back. And we're on that 2 count. Just a nice up and down, nice and slow, making sure we maintain our form. And release, nice. We're going to switch sides. Nice and straight, slight bend in the knee. Right heel is off the ground. And we're up and down. Nice and tall from the waist up. Feel free to engage that core if you want as you're pulling yourself back up. It's always good to keep that core engaged. Nice deep breaths. Get some good oxygen flow into those muscle groups we're working to help fight fatigue. Nice. We're going to go back to the side. This time we're going to do that squat push. So we're coming down. It's squat, squat, and then thrust yourself back up. So it's squats. We're pulsing when we come down, and then pushing ourselves back up. So it's pulse, pulse, up. Alright, switch sides. This is the last exercise, ladies and gentlemen. Again, it's pulse, pulse up. We're nice and tall. We're maintaining that form. Get deep into that pulse as you push yourselves up. Really focus on those glutes as you push yourself back up. Almost there, guys. Dig deep, nice deep breaths. And release. Kick those bands to the side. Guys, we did it. We're going to cool down, stretch it out. I'm just going to slide it to the side, let that heart rate come down a little bit. All right. Right leg forward, left leg straight back. Arms overhead, nice deep breath. We're going to come forward, come down to that knee. Further down if you like, if you can get all the way to the toes, great. Just go as far as you feel comfortable. Nice deep breath. Bring yourself back up. Switch sides. Again, nice deep breath. Forward fold. As far down as the leg as you feel comfortable. And then inhale, pull yourself back up. Nice. We're going to turn those toes forward. Leg is nice and straight. Slight bend in the knee on the right. Try and touch those toes if you can. And back up. Other side. Again, we're coming forward. Try and touch those toes if you can. And back up. Good. All right. Quad stretch now. Heel comes to the glute. Nice and tall. And release. Other side. And release. All right, one last stretch for the glute. We did a lot with the glutes today. That ankle comes over the knee. And you're just going to squat down. Press down on that knee if you want to make the stretch even deeper. And release. Other side. And release. I'm just going to go into a wide stance here. Nice deep breath. Let it all out. One more time. Third time. Nice and slow. Hold that air. And let it out. Guys, we did it. That was legs on the tubes. I thank you for joining me in the gym once again. As always, like and subscribe at the bottom. Let me know what you think in the comment section. And until next time.